Hello and welcome to the LDM After Dark podcast. It is a lovely Friday night. I'm enjoying a little spliff, and as you can see, today's talk is about what drugs have you tried in your lifetime, as well as what drugs are you interested in trying, maybe are too scared to try, you want to know a little bit more about. Now, this is an adult podcast that's live every Friday, and we go live on the LDM radio. But for right now, we're using the stereo app, you know, trying to keep things simple for you guys. So, we're just waiting for people to come join on. And give me 1 second, guys, because, technology be weird sometimes. There we go. Okay, so what drugs have you tried or would like to try? I think that's a pretty general question. Now, before we get into like what drugs people have tried, let's just define drugs for the topic for today. Drugs are anything, any substance that comes from the outside that you put into your body in order to alter your feelings. That's the definition of drugs that I'm using here. Okay, so literally food can be considered a drug, and oftentimes it is used as a drug. I don't know if you ever noticed, and again, sorry if you hear cars in the background. I'm outside right now. Can't be letting people's house smell like marijuana. That's kind of rude. But, clearly you guys know what kind of drugs I've tried so far. I am a regular marijuana smoker, and I enjoy my weed. I gotta say that. Whether it's in edible form, whether it's in tea form, whether it's in the rolling form, the oil form, the wax form, the drawing form. I think marijuana is a beautiful plant and is definitely gives you some very special qualities and effects for sure. But, this app is kind of weird because it just freaking goes trying to call people. Well, it's not really a call, it's just trying to get you on the most popular talks, But, anyways. Sorry. Here we go. Well, hello if you're listening out there. This is my second time doing this alone. I usually do a talk show with my great friend Charles on the LDM network every Thursday at 6 p.m. This Thursday I actually wasn't there because I got my car towed on the middle of the RFK bridge. So if you were driving on the RFK around, like 6 o'clock to 7, and you saw like a white Volkswagen pulled over on the tow truck, yeah, that was me. I was going like apparently, according to the officer, I was going like 80 in a 40. I personally do not recall what occurred. I was simply trying to get to my talk show, but whatever. They took my car because my insurance hasn't been paid. Boo-hoo. However, I'm working on getting an indemnity bond for my car, which is simply a form of private insurance. So, it's coming back. I'm not really worried about it. People will probably be like, what the fuck, you got your car towed? Oh, I know. I haven't even told my mom. And Mom, if you're listening, I love you. And, yeah, it was, just one of those days, guys. And then today I was trying to fix my damn phone because I broke it. And apparently, like, 4 of the screws are stripped. Because I believe it was, like, a refurbished phone when I bought it. I don't even remember. It was, like, from Verizon. It was only $600. I was like, oh, I can do that on the spot. And my, what's the called karma is getting an iPhone with strip screws. So when I want to change the screen because it's broken, it's like, yeah, no, you're so cute for trying. But it looks like I'm gonna just have to be like everyone else and hopefully get someone to fix it for me. But let's get to the question. What drugs have you tried? I, like you said, have tried marijuana. I usually smoke like sativas, like I buy like weed. I'll grind it up. I only like to smoke with paper. If I don't smoke it, like let's say out of a bong or like um, in a little bowl, a pipe, a little like pipe, and I feel like in a pipe it's a lot harsher in a way because it's just a straight shot of weed to like just like so there's no like slow burning. It's just like one straight shot of fired up weed just hitting you. So it's fun. It definitely does the job, but I personally rather, roll up, smoke some paper. Because you take your time with it, it's not, you can't really rush it because of the paper. It's like, it's just, you have to experience it. And if you know, you know. And, you know, other times, I have a weed pen. Again, I only like to smoke sativa. Like, the difference between sativa and indica is sativa is more like, people will describe it as the upper versus indica being the downer. Like, the kind of sativa that I smoke, I'll usually smoke at a park, like looking at nice views, or like right before I'm about to fucking make some shit, like I don't know, and or like I'll usually read, or just chill out and like talk with y'all. But whenever I smoke oils, it's like, alright, I'm about to, you know, just chill out. I gotta get through this shit real quick. And I'm gonna just smoke it out, And then I do what I gotta do. And then with pipes, like I said, it's just like quick and easy. Not always my go-to. I'm more of a joint smoker. But I pretty much quit smoking blunts and tobacco, and I kind of cheated for my cousin's birthday, so boo-hoo. But I just choose not to smoke those kind of things anymore. No reason why. It's just, personal choices. And I also really enjoy edibles. Like, I've recently tried making my own edibles, and I'm vegan, so that simply means I only choose to eat raw fruits, raw vegetables, or sometimes I'll throw some shit together. Like this weekend I went camping and I was chefing it the fuck up in the middle of the woods, so I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I eat motherfucking swallow, okay? Don't miss meat, don't miss dairy, don't miss poultry, fish, anything with animals. I like petting animals. I like looking at them and like saying hi and talking to them. But I don't enjoy taking their body parts and putting it to my body any longer. Personal choice. You choose them. You make them. But another drug I've tried is magic mushrooms. I've tried them whole and in a chocolate bar. And like I said, I enjoy edibles. So the first time I actually tried them, I was being, you know, a scientist, and I had some leftover weed, right? And when you make edibles, it has to be the really finely grinded weed, not no chunks. Try to avoid that like sticky ass flaky thick weed. Nah, not those. That's like blunt weed, and like I said, I don't even smoke blunts. It has to be grinded really nicely. So if you need a grinder and you want to try and make some edibles, hit my line. That is Intentions of Light on every social media platform. I make these perfect grinders. And you have to measure it versus where you're putting it in. So I put it in vegetable oil or coconut oil, right? Any kind of oil. And you have to let it simmer for like 40 minutes to an hour. No, not an hour, because you don't want it to burn. And that's the thing with THC, it burns. So you have to let it simmer. Like, you have to take your time with this and let it do it right. And I did it with weed, and I also did it with some shrooms that I had. Now, the shrooms, it was like the bottom of the bag, but oh, so I actually baked the shrooms, I believe, in the cookies, but the butter, but the shit was, at the time I made it, this happened for a reason, because I think I spilled at least half of it. So I ended up putting them in cookies, and there were these bomb ass strawberry cookies with white chocolate chips, all right? And then, the shrooms and the weed. But like I said, I spilled half the butter. So let's say it was like an eighth worth altogether with the weed and the shrooms. We probably got half of that. So at this point, I had like 9 cookies and I smoked weed. And the only thing that happened that I would say was out of the ordinary was that the lines on the TV started moving. And it didn't really do much at the time, but it was also a strange point in my life. Whatever. I've tried shrooms a lot more and more recently in my life. And my experience on them has only gotten better. Like, let's say, for example, the last time, which was most recent. I went to Virginia for a vacation with family, and I had some, and I decided to take like one mushroom cap, and it was probably like 1.5 inches long, and the button probably like the size of the tip of my thumb, right? It wasn't very big. And I was fucking zooted. Like, I was so high. I'm gonna tell y'all what my experience. I have a thing, like I said, I'm vegan. But when I go to someone's house, I always like to buy food and then, make something for them. Because usually that's what they're fucking doing all the time. Especially if they're Hispanic, they're always fucking cooking for you. And, they always want to make you feel at home. So for my appreciation, I'd be like, wait, let me, I'll take care of you. I, I show love back. And I was trying to make guac. Like I said, I was with my family. And then I decided to get fancy and make my own fucking plantain chips. So I spent probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours trying to make this guac and chips. Didn't even get to like finish. And went to smoke with my cousins. And they had to leave at this point. And because they were there already, they had things to do. And then where I was staying, there's like a court. And there was, for some reason, like 20 people outside. I don't know. It was a party and I wasn't invited and I was staying there. But I was in the bathroom and the bathroom was at the front of the building. So it's only like brick and sheetrock between us. I was sitting in the bathroom and I had to like cocoon myself because after going through the stress I did making that fucking walk, I was like, yo, why did I do this to myself? Like, why did I do this to myself? And then, like, all this time, I realized, like, I could have stopped, but I don't know. I have this thing. I have to make people feel like I have to cook for them. That's what it is. Like, I have to. It's my current obsession. And it didn't even work out the way I wanted it to because I was so high. But overall, I do believe psilocybin is a very helpful drug. It definitely helps you take perspective on a lot of experience that you may have had in your life. And even like current while it's happening. Like it just makes you literally sends neuroreceptors to your brain that make your different parts of your brain that don't usually communicate. I was sitting in that bathroom of that building and I heard these 20 people outside. And I had to cocoon myself. I turned off all the lights and I could hear and feel like in my ears and like in my I closed my eyes and when I close my eyes personally, all I see is darkness and lights. Like different, it'll always be different shapes and different colors depending on where I am. I like to call it my X-ray vision. But I could feel these 20 people outside. And I knew they were outside because before I went into the bathroom, I looked out the window and then you could hear them talking, obviously. But as I was sitting in this bathroom, like I could feel just the energies from outside. And I can like, it was like listening to radio frequency sitting right there in the bathroom. I don't know about you, but I don't usually do that on a regular basis. Like, yes, it is 100% possible. That is literally what animals do. So, the fact that it was happening, I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Like, to even have the ability to just sit there and fucking pick up on everything at one time. That's not even happening right next to you. Like, it is, but not right in front of your eyes, you seeing it. It's just you feeling it. It's fucking amazing, okay? And I'm feeling now, because I experienced it, if I were to focus more, like, even without doing drugs, I can do that on my own. You know what I mean? And even me saying that out loud, I laugh because I'm like, yo, This is why niggas say they believe they could fucking fly. I get it, but that also all depends on the person, I believe. Some people know themselves. They're like, I ain't trying no fucking drugs. I hear this, this, and this. I done seen this, this, and this. You could ask, you could ask Charles. He always says it. He's like, fuck no. I've seen what drugs do to family, and I ain't fucking with that. He chooses to never do drugs. No, like nothing at all. You don't even drink alcohol. And yes, alcohol is a drug. So it's just really, let's see. Hello, man.
Yo,
So,
yo, how you
are there
pronounce your name though?
drugs you've tried?
What'd you say?
Have you ever tried any drugs?
No,
No, nothing, not even like alcohol.
no. How you pronounce your name though?
Alyssa.
Oh, my fault, my fault. I just wanted to get it right.
Hi,
Why
what's
you
up?
ask me that though?
That's what I'm talking about. You're on the After Dark podcast on the LDM
Oh,
radio.
you wanted me to talk about drugs? Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Ask me about some drugs.
Have you ever not even drank alcohol?
Nah,
You never taken a Tylenol?
yeah,
Aye, so why'd you take that Tylenol?
I don't even know for real.
You don't even know? So what? Somebody probably just gave it to you and you accepted it?
Nah, I took it.
You just took it just to try it?
Something like that.
Alright. So
What drug you
I've
done?
tried, I usually smoke weed.
Cocaine?
Oh, hell no. I've seen people do cocaine right in front of me.
You ever did that white snow?
No, I don't fuck with that shit. That shit is fucking psychotic in my mind. Because if you see the, studies, the real life experiences of other people who have done it, I personally don't want to go there. So thank you. I'll stick to what is good for me. Have you ever tried it?
No,
No? Hold up. Let's see what Tom
sound cool.
W got to say.
I mean, me personally, I probably wouldn't try them, but I kind of would want to, just to like see the effect it gives me. But I wouldn't stick to it, type of thing. I would just do it as a one-time thing.
He a lame ass nigga.
Nah, earlier I was saying how I tried shrooms. You ever heard of the magic mushroom?
Nah,
Alright, well, it is a mushroom that grows in the forest. That people grow this and they sell it because it gets you really high, because it affects your brain. It makes your brain communicate in
that with
different
some bread and
ways.
some peanut butter would be smacking. I'm telling you, but I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. You could put it on your food. I made edibles with it. I made cookies. And I usually eat it in a chocolate bar. Those shits are the bomb. I
For
tried
sure.
like 4 pieces, and I was looking at the roof, and my boyfriend got stars on his car roof, and that shit was fucking. I
He
was in
drive a
outer
Beamer?
space. Nah, he's artistic like that, and he also has this weekend poster in his crib, and that shit was like moving. Not only that, I was saying how I was in Virginia, and there was like 20 people outside. And I was between literally like it was a brick house and I was right in the front in the bathroom. So it's just brick and sheetrock. And I can literally pick up on all the fucking energies from the people outside. And like I could hear everything. And like
That sounds spiritual as
feel
hell.
the fucking like energy waves in my fucking head, I swear to God.
Hmm, it's
Yeah,
different.
it is different. I've also tried like I said, just weed. That's about it mostly, yeah. And
You old
drink.
as hell though. So like you live life.
I'm not that old. How old do you think I am?
I don't even know.
How old are you?
12.
12.
Oh God.
I ain't never heard no 12-year-old with a voice like that, but okay. How you on this app and you 12?
I don't even know. I was looking for apps to talk to people. This shit just
Where
popped
is
up.
your mother?
Sleep.
Your mother sleep?
You the first person I just clicked like the little button to match people.
Mm-hmm.
I called another nigga lame because he was a lame ass nigga. But you see what I'm saying.
Well, this is an adult only podcast, so if you ain't 18 or older,
You think drug
you gotta
fuck
swipe.
people up over time?
It depends. If you trying to do cocaine, yes. Don't do that shit.
I ain't say that. I don't know where
Don't
you
do
get
no
that from.
heroin. Don't do no fucking no fuck. Don't even do tobacco, nigga. No, you
See what
got
you're
it.
saying?
Don't even do alcohol. Alcohol does nothing for you. It literally kills your brain cells. It's fucking hilarious. You know
You
why
do it.
people become alcoholics? Because their brain cells become so fucking like it's, it's so bad for you. Just don't do it.
Do you do it?
No, I stopped drinking. I used to drink.
Why
I
you
actually
stop?
was a bartender for like 2 years, and that was a fun time. But
What's your
it's just, like
craziest
I said,
bartender story?
craziest bartender story. I also, at one time there was this big ass fight in the bar, and the fucking security guard ended up getting fucked up. Nigga got pushed into the bar. They was throwing fucking stool chairs. They was trying to break the door glass because the door was locked to leave from the front to the bar so nobody could sneak in. And then nigga was trying to break the back door because that was locked as well. So it was bad. And then my boss had the audacity to tell me to clean up after. And I'm like, I'm going home, shorty. Like, I'm like, I just experienced what I experienced. You could deal with that, and I'm good. And then I quit.
You
And
don't
there
work
was
no more?
a shootout. Oh no, yeah, I worked. That was such a long time ago. I have my
That
own
sounds like some
business,
hooligans.
actually. I was talking about how I make grinders. If anybody wants to make edibles, but I only make grinders. I also make keychains. I make tumblers. I make gifts of all kinds, coasters, home decor. I make big paintings. Like I've painted
You
portraits of
artistic
Kobe.
like
I
artist
make
type shit?
I make custom sneakers. Like I know my friend doesn't hear this right now, so I made her like a art gallery on a cup, like a reusable water bottle. She likes like Van Gogh and Da Vinci and all those painters, so I made her like a mini art gallery on a cup. Imagine.
Sounds cool. See what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't draw.
You can draw. That isn't the only form of art. You can dance, you can sing, you can write, you can do poetry,
You
act.
just didn't want to work no more, so you just started like you made your own business.
Well, I made my own business because I do really want to influence people. So if you are only 12, tell your friends about me. I do have a YouTube channel. You can find it at Alyssa Loose. Anyways, um, I
For
don't
sure.
believe in working for other people unless you truly believe what they are doing will impact your life in such a way that it is worth it and that you are impacting other people's lives in like a beautiful way. By all means, do it. But if you can't think of your own thing to do that you believe will help people, like I love working with kids because they are some of the smartest human beings you will ever meet, believe it or not. But hey, Juke, have you ever tried any drugs?
Actually, no. Never tried any
No?
drugs. No.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, cool. Me too. And my birthday was actually this month.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Um, well, are you interested in trying any drugs?
No, I don't even smoke.
You don't even smoke? Do you drink alcohol?
No.
No? You've ever taken any like Tylenol or Advils?
No, I don't take any.
No?
No.
Okay. May I ask what is your background, like family wise, ethical? How were you raised? You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'm actually a Muslim, so
You're
no.
Muslim. Okay. I believe you a little more now. I grew up
Yeah,
around a few people that were Muslim, so I understand the culture a little bit. But yeah.
it's like it's gonna be weird if I'm not Muslim and you told me, have you ever tried drugs or alcohol, and I said no. It's gonna be weird, I know.
No, because literally a few minutes ago, I had some guy with a really deep voice that claimed to be 12. I know he was probably just messing with me, and he's like, never tried drugs because he was 12. So, people make things up. Whether anyone on here chose to believe him, that's up to them. But I also want to mention you're on the After Dark podcast on the LDM show. So, LDM Radio Network. But we're going to go live every Fridays and we're just spreading the word. But that was the topic of today. And do you have any friends maybe that's ever tried drugs?
Well, actually, all of my close friends that they already like doing drugs nearly every day. Like it's
Oh my God,
like it's
really?
habit. Yeah, every single day they have to do drugs at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't sleep. They only like taking drugs, cigarettes, hang
Oh,
out,
yeah.
and
No.
occasionally have some alcohol. Occasion.
Wait, say that part again?
And they are occasionally, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes they get alcohol.
Oh, yeah, they like to drink too. Okay. May I ask
Yeah.
where you live? Like, where you guys hang around? Oh my God, there's a skunk outside. I rarely see skunks. It's so cute.
I I do live in Egypt,
In
so
Egypt, no way.
yes. What?
Wow, hello from New York.
Hi. So, what is your background about Egypt? Like,
What do I know about Egypt?
yes,
Well, I know there's pyramids there, there's deserts, there's camels, there's also cities. I actually grew up with a best friend that was Egyptian, but she used to go back maybe like once a year, and we stopped talking in like high school.
oh, that's great. So
But
she's
yeah,
still
and I also
different.
understand like I said, like the Muslim culture a little, and like just like I said, I actually grew up in Ozone Park, and most of my middle school is like people that are Muslim. They're also Sikh. There's a lot of Dominican kids, so like it's a mix of like different cultures, but still like a dominant group in some ways. Like
Yeah, understand.
I'm Puerto Rican, so there wasn't a lot of me's.
Puerto Rican. That means you're Latina. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we were in like the Caribbean area too.
Oh, so you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Well, actually, I was trying to learn Spanish about a year ago. I have a best friend from Mexico. We know each other about 3 years right now. So she taught me like a little bit how to speak Spanish, and also I had a flying course. Like it's my goal right now to be able to speak Spanish as I
Oh wow. That's really cool.
can.
I want to go to Mexico so badly. Have you been there?
I've never been there, but I've never been out of Egypt. Like this is one of my like the first thing on my bucket list is to visit the world. Like,
You know what? Same. I've only been on this side of the world as well, like to the Caribbean islands, but never any other big country.
I really wish that there is something like culture exchange or something that can allow me to go out of Egypt to any other country as like exchanging cultures without paying any
Yeah.
money.
May
Yeah,
I
and I
ask, like,
also yeah,
what?
tell me.
Oh, may I ask, like, what is it like in Egypt right now, like where you live?
Egypt and Cairo, you know Cairo.
Yeah, you live in Cairo. What is it like out there?
Yeah,
Like, do people go outside or are they scared out there?
no, absolutely not. Well, from my opinion, I can see that I've never been to Canada, but I think that Egypt is the most safe place on Earth. Maybe after Canada, I
Really?
don't really know. That's, yeah, like it's pretty safe. I just came back from outside like 5 minutes ago, and I was on foot. It's well, right now it's 4:51 a.m. Um,
No
there's
way it's
nothing.
out here.
Yeah, there's nothing here to be afraid of, except I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you're a woman or a girl alone in that time, after 12 or after 11, you need to be a little bit scared because
Yeah.
harassment. It's gonna be weird to have a girl after 11 p.m.
I don't
on
know.
her own.
I've been known to stab people in their eyes, so
Out in their eyes.
or either that or get them between the legs. Hey, I don't play. don't
Well, I think
don't bother me.
that's
I
gonna
won't bother you.
well, that's gonna work pretty well if you're here in Egypt. You're gonna
Yeah.
need to have a lot of people in their eyes.
You know what? I want to travel to everywhere one day, and Egypt is definitely on my list. Like, where do you go? Where's your favorite places to go?
Well, actually, Egypt is a pretty fun place to go to. There is some places that you will enjoy visiting. Definitely not the pyramids because the most, uh, like the most, how to say that? The most famous thing in Egypt is the pyramids, and I've never visited except one time in my whole life, and it wasn't that good. It wasn't that impressive. Yes, it's impressive because it's very big and how they got to build that, but I didn't enjoy it. So there's a lot of things that you can enjoy in Egypt. Like there's Alexandria, and you can enjoy the sea there and the castles. A lot of pretty things that you're gonna see there. There is Sharm el Sheikh, if you know it. It's also you can enjoy the Red Sea and swim with the dolphins and enjoy a lot of there. Another place called the Hurghada, same sea. Luxor and Aswan. This is if you'd like to enjoy the culture, the old culture, ancient Egyptian.
Yeah. I wonder, do you like know any good resorts to stay out there that like aren't gonna rip you off?
Well, actually, being a foreigner here in Egypt, you're definitely gonna be robbed off, unless you have someone who's Egyptian that dealing the money for you, and you have to trust that person because he might also rob you off.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially
Uh,
you guys speak Arabic, correct?
yes, we do speak
Yeah.
Arabic.
Okay. Yeah, I only know what is it? Assalamu alaikum
Yeah, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
and Habibi.
barakatuh.
Those
Who
are
taught
all
you that?
my best friend when I was younger. That's what
Well,
we used to call yeah.
Arabic is pretty hard. It's the second hardest language on the world. So
I believe you. Like I said, I grew up talking, like living around them. So I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know. I got you. Hey, English is not easy either. Fucking Spanish is a little bit, it's just, there's a funny movie called The Coneheads, and he says, all I hear is clicking because it's literally just like noises. It's funny.
oh, actually, I don't see that English is that hard. I don't know, but I think
Yeah,
that
your
English is
English
pretty
is very well.
yeah,
Do
Spanish
you
as well.
guys
But
school?
what?
Do you guys learn English in school, or did you just choose to learn English?
Well, usually we take English as a subject in school, but in government school, like
Yeah.
public schools, they don't teach you very well, so you never get any English from the public school. But for me, I was determined to learn English from when I was young. I didn't like Arabic songs or watching Arabic movies. I always watched English movies and listened to English. So that improved it by the time, you know.
That's very cool. Well, you did a great job. That determination worked.
Just got you. I'm trying to do the same with the Spanish right now, but it's pretty
Yo,
harder, like
me too.
a little bit.
I'm Puerto Rican, but my parents don't. They never spoke to me in Spanish. Only like my grandparents or my aunts or uncles, but they didn't teach me until like I got older and I learned enough Spanish to know what they were saying on my own. But it's just my speaking that's not up to par. But I'm trying to work on it this year. I'm actually going to Puerto Rico for the first time in August,
Yeah.
and everyone's telling me, "Oh, they speak English out there," and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want to learn.
Actually can help each other. Like practicing the language is the best thing to do to if you want to learn if you want to learn a new language. So
Eso es
uh,
verdad. That means that is true.
es- yeah, es verdad. Yeah, I was practicing with Mexican people. So there's one time I joined a live
Hmm.
with another people from Chile. They were speaking Spanish, so I entered the live and I said "Hola." So they
Right.
respond "Hola, cómo estás?" Uh, so after that, they said something that I don't understand. So I told them, "No hablo español muy bien."
Yeah.
So they heard the accent. So what the fuck? It's like I cannot speak English very well. I'm so sorry. I cannot very speak English. That's pretty weird, you know.
Hold up. Let's hear what Short Stroke got to say.
Oh, I probably smoked 2 or 3 of them marijuana joints in my lifetime. I did about a pickup load of that cocaine over the years. I tried a little bit of that high-speed chicken feed, gas. Yeah. All of it's pretty daggone good. I had a good time. I ain't above doing it again, sure enough.
I think you're pretty hot right now.
Yo, Short Stroke. If you want to join the conversation, you can. Um. Um. Yo, thank you so much. What was your name again, Juke? Oh, yeah, just Juke.
And no, well, my friends call me Juicy, but my real name is Curtis, so you can call me anytime, anything you want.
Well, thank you so much, Juki. And my name's Alyssa. You could find me on like Instagram too, on like new.yorikenya or at Intentions of Light. Those are my two accounts. I actually have a shop. I don't know. I've never had any customers in Egypt. I don't know what the shipping fees look like out there.
Oh, that's great. Well, can you send me the Instagram on private because I really
Of
enjoy that.
course. Um.
Okay.
Well, I do want to know, like, are you guys allowed to have weed in your country?
Okay. Well, the law here is do not have it. No, you cannot have weed. If you got caught with it, you're going to jail.
Oh, you're going to jail for how long?
Um, I don't really know. But I think from 3 to 7 years, depending on how much you have. Is it like you're dealing drugs or just using?
Right.
So there's one. Yeah,
So
I'm
they
graduated from a law school. I don't really know.
even if they find like one cigarette size, you still go to
One
jail.
cigarette time, you're going to go to the police station, maybe get hit, and they
Maybe
going
get
just
hit,
to terrorize you a
like
little bit.
they beat you.
What?
You said maybe get hit, like they beat you.
Yeah, actually, yes. It's like uh, if that or you're going to have you're going to jail. So
Oh my God,
what
for
do you
having
want? Oh,
weed,
please.
you will go to jail and get beaten.
Yeah,
That
actually,
is a bit
no,
excessive.
yeah. They're just gonna terrorize you for a little bit and maybe leave you, let you go if you were good, like talking to them, you know, it depends.
Oh my God, I could just imagine like other drugs, like excuse me, like cocaine and like heroin and all those drugs. Like, do they have like a drug problem in Egypt?
Have what problem? Sorry.
Like out here, we have a lot of drug issues, like people using drugs and like people that use drugs just on the street, like very high, and they even do like a program to give out instruments for people to use drugs in the hopes that it'll make them use less drugs or like be cleaner about it. But it's very easy to get drugs out here, you know?
Well, actually, we don't have like an issue with drugs because the only thing that is how to say that is pretty spreaded here is weed. Only the weed. There's
Okay.
you cannot get a lot of like heroin or other things, so it's not a big issue. And also, dealers, um, it's pretty anonymous to get them, and
Right.
whoever uses, if they keep it low, they don't like drag it out on the street. It's not a big problem, but I'm pretty sure that 75% of the Egyptian people deal in drugs.
75%.
It's 75%.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
like I'm having the count of my friends. Like, um, let's say 7 out of 10 of my friends haven't drugs. I'm
yeah.
the only one of my friends that I don't smoke.
Okay,
That
like
don't
what?
smoke even cigarettes.
Cigarettes and alcohol mainly?
Mainly cigarettes and drugs,
Yeah.
and a little bit of them they can drink alcohol.
Okay, so what do you mean by drugs? Do you mind if I ask?
Weed, yes, weed.
Oh, just weed. Okay, so even though they could go to jail for 3 years, they still smoke weed.
Yeah, like,
I
and also
I
they,
guess that sounds scary in reality.
no, absolutely not, because it's not high quality weed, so they don't
Uh,
really get high as much as they think. It's only imagination. So can you imagine how bad the situation here in Egypt? Even the drugs doesn't have a quality.
yeah, I guess I can see that, you know. That's so unfortunate. Well, I would be honest with you, not to be like prejudiced or anything, but I do see a lot of like the older generation that are Muslim out here smoking. So like it doesn't really surprise me with like cigarettes.
Yeah,
I
well,
never
I don't.
understood cigarettes either. I grew up around them. They're not very pleasant.
Yeah, I just hate the smell of it. I hate the idea of smoking. So a lot of my friends like they say like, why you're not smoking? It's just unhealthy, and I hate it. I hate even the smell of it.
Right. I hate the smell of it too. And if you smoke cigarettes, yes, you should be offended because it is so bad for your health. Anyways, why would you do that to yourself? Hold on real
Yeah,
quick. Let's hear what Farella had to say. If I said it wrong, my bad.
irrelevant.
Yes, hi, this is who, let's see, Ali, and, so what's this? Joke, juxtaposition, no idea. I've got questions for you guys. Do you have any questions for me? And what is today's topic, do I dare ask?
Okay, you can join the conversation if you would like to. Um, I try to add you, Pharrell. The topic is what drugs have you tried or would like to try?
I haven't tried any drugs, Ali.
How about yourself?
Well, my name's Alyssa, and you're on the After Dark podcast on the LDM network. Welcome.
Oh,
And
thanks.
no problem. I have smoked weed, marijuana, and I have tried psilocybin, which is magic mushrooms, and alcohol. Oh, I've
I see.
also prescribed oxycodone once, and that was horrible. No, do not recommend it.
I see. I've tried mushrooms too, but they were veggies and broccoli and cauliflower. I think it does
Well,
a
really,
body good.
kind of mushrooms.
Yes. I believe so does milk. Have you tried milk?
No, I do not drink. I'm actually vegan.
Like you say, you're lactose intolerant. Okay.
No, I'm not lactose intolerant. I actually enjoyed dairy for a very long time in my life, but I found out all of the negative health effects, and I decided just to not do it anymore.
Did you know Ali, or can I
Alyssa,
call you Lisa?
yeah,
Lisa.
or you
Um,
can call me Luce, Alyssa Luce.
Lisa Lewis. Okay. Did you know that our body naturally has alcohol and drugs in it, so we
Really?
don't really require drugs. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
So
natural things like MDMA, right? Like um, what's DMT and like serotonin and yeah, our brain and body and naturally makes all these chemicals by itself, of course. But if you want to enhance certain things at certain moments, then you would decide to use drugs, right? Like people use cocaine to wake themselves up or ecstasy to enjoy music, If you want to enhance something, you're gonna add a little extra.
yes, because the BCI, the
Mm-hmm.
BCH level in our body, um, so we just naturally have these kinds of drugs in our body. So if um, the police or a lieutenant just pull you over, I mean, you can always use that as an excuse. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah, but I think there's no need to take drugs. I think um, vegan, being a vegetarian, even perhaps a fruitarian is good. But I would recommend being a fruitarian better because it's just I mean our bodies are not designed to eat meat. But then someone asked me, well, parallel. So we have these incisors and these teeth to grind meat, and I said no, but if we really were meat eaters, the incisors or the teeth, those jagged edge teeth, would go all around like a dinosaur's. So that ended the discussion. And meat basically just rots your body. It's
Oh,
really hard for our bodies to
think about it. You're
it's,
eating another living thing's body, adding it to your body. It's animal cells at the end of the day. Your body's going to be confused and like, where the fuck do I put this? Don't do it to yourself. I totally agree. Well, thank you, Parallel, for that. And I just want to let you know I have another like 5 to 7 with you guys because I got to finish at 11:15. But I'm really enjoying the conversation. So wait, you said you only tried veggie mushrooms, like no other drugs. That was funny.
no, because I think so many drinks were offered to me like Jack Daniels, Jamaican
Yeah,
rum, absinthe. I don't know if you heard of that drink.
I have. I've never tried it though.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
You have?
and how do you say your name? Is it Jacques? Is it Jock? Jock?
It's like juicy.
Oh, Juke. Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Where are you from, Parallel? Like, where are you living?
Um.
Duke is in
Hey,
Egypt. I'm in New York.
you're in Egypt.
Yeah. Cool, right?
You don't have
Me,
an
from
Egyptian accent. Hmm.
Oh,
me? Are you talking to me?
yeah. That you're from Egypt.
Ah, yes, I'm from Egypt. I don't have an Egyptian accent because I didn't rely on Egyptian schools to teach me.
And where are you from,
I
Parallel?
think I think you do have a kind of an Egyptian accent. No, actually, I was talking to Alyssa.
Hmm.
Um, I'll take a wild guess,
Um, I want to say like UK.
and you'll be right. Yes,
Ah, what part? Do you mind me asking?
Manchester.
Manchester. I've never met anyone from there. That's pretty
You've
cool.
never, okay. And you said you've never met a person from Manchester. Is that what you said?
No, never.
I see.
So it's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining the conversation. I
Oh,
do a
likewise.
podcast every Friday night. So if you want to follow, you guys can come join the conversation every Friday. This is the After Dark podcast. We do adult talks, all conversations go, all topics. So if you ever have a topic you guys want to talk about, this is the podcast to do it in.
Slightly curious to know, Alyssa. Like, what's the reason you had asked me up to the panel? Just kind of wondering.
Oh, because I enjoy connecting with all kinds of people, and I believe everyone can have a right to share their opinion or their experiences with people because I know there's things that I be experiencing in my life and I'm like, yo, I have to make a movie about this because it's just insane. And so that's why we do all kinds of crazy topics too. Like if you want to listen to our first episode, which was from last week, we talked about people's first time having sexual interactions, like literally losing your virginity or like just experience with a girl as a male. Like most men are saying they just didn't know what to do and where to put it. So, we enjoy crazy conversations, funny conversations, and everyone I feel can bring something to the table.
Thank God I was that.
No, yeah, I like I said, I never met anyone from Egypt or Manchester, so it's pretty cool to be able to talk to people from around the world at that. I'm based in New York and I usually speak to people locally, so this is really an honor. Thank you guys.
The honor.
Whereabouts in New York, Alyssa? Because I've been to New York, and I like to say that I know New York like the back of my hand. So,
Well, I'm actually located in the Bronx. I do a talk show every Thursday. I don't know if you guys have Roku TV where you guys are at. Well, we're on Roku, we're on Facebook, we're on Amazon Fire, we're on Apple TV, on everything. This is the LDM show every Thursday live at 6.
okay. And could I ask, how old are you guys?
We're actually both 23.
Experience.
23.
Yeah, my birthday was this month.
Happy birthday, Alyssa. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much, Carlo.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. I've been to. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I've been to the Bronx Zoo. I've been to the Botanical Gardens and Orchard Beach. Are you far from those places, Alyssa?
No, I've been to those places. However, I actually grew up in Queens, in Bushwick, so in Brooklyn and in Queens.
Okay, I have no idea what those are. So,
Oh, those are just the other boroughs in the city.
so looks like I've known. Well, I just came from another place, and I know this person. I need my glasses. Kulto. I don't know what his
Oh,
name
Kuya
is.
Kulo. Hi, Kuya. Nice name. Yeah,
Mm.
well, it was really lovely talking to you guys. Like I said, I gotta head out of here now. But if you guys ever want to come talk to me again, meet me an hour from now, next week Friday. So right now it's 11 for me. I know you said it was like almost 4 something where you were at. So let's really quickly hear what Kula had to say. Kuya.
Hello everybody, very interesting from here. I'm would like to share for you.
All right. I'm not even gonna lie. Don't know what language that was.
No, I don't
I
know.
think he said. I think he said that he was a cross between a Filipino and Japanese.
That was really
No, I
cool.
think it's Filipino.
We love people from the Philippines. Our actually sound engineer is from the Philippines. Her name's Rhea. She's really awesome. But like I said, thank you so much, guys. Have a good night, both of you. It was lovely talking to you and meeting you guys. And thank you so much for being on the After Dark podcast.
Have a
You
great
too, Lisa,
night.
and don't forget us.
Of course not. Good night or
Yeah,
good
good night.
morning.
Good night.
Good night, and thank you. And Duke.